My dear friend in Christ, a day before the parent-teacher meeting at a high school, a man quietly met his son's class teacher to know how his son was doing. And the teacher curiously asked, "Are you not coming for the parent-teacher meeting tomorrow?" The man broke down in tears saying, "Teacher, my wife and children have left me long ago. I love them so much. I worked 14 hours a day for so many years to buy them all that I thought was needed for them. A beautiful house, a car, the best of clothes, and jewelry for my wife, among many other things. But teacher, what I did not realize was that I never gave them the most important thing they really needed, my presence every day at dinner and my time for them. They left me because they did not get that." My dear friend in Christ, if we say we are too busy that we have no time for the family or no time for prayer, then we are not really busy because our priorities are misplaced and we are engaged in things less important than the family and the God who loves us. Sometimes our day can get so packed with work that we keep our loved ones and God Himself in waiting. My dear friend in Christ, God cannot speak to someone whose mind is too crowded and preoccupied with many things. Nor can there be heart-to-heart talks in the family if everyone is busy. We need to take time off to be with God and the family, to draw strength, to draw inspiration and fulfillment in life. Early in the morning, Jesus would go off to a solitary place to have communion with God in prayer. Mark chapter 1, verse 35. He would draw strength from these quiet moments to carry himself through the day, to teach, to preach, to heal, and to render consolation to the people he met. Think about Prophet Elijah. Prophet Elijah heard God in the sound of the gentle wind. The Lord said, "Go forth and stand on the mountain before the Lord." A great and strong wind was rending the mountains and breaking it into pieces. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake there was a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. But after the fire, the sound of a gentle wind. It was in this that Elijah heard the voice of God. The first book of Kings, chapter 19, verse 11 to 13. My dear friend in Christ, during the Second World War, a young soldier stationed at Saipan Island on the Pacific Ocean recalled how, during his time off, he would go to his friends and take them for a swim in the waters between the rocky cliffs of the island. Before the swim, the waters were so clear that they could see the fish in it, even 10 feet below. But after the swim, the waters became so muddy that they could hardly see anything, even 1 foot below. When they would return the next morning, the mud would settle down and the waters would once again be crystal clear. My dear friend in Christ, life too is like that. When we get too engaged in activity, we stir up our minds that we cannot discover clearly the joy of life. Do you spend quiet moments to listen to God and time off to listen to your loved ones? Think about this. May God give you special graces to hear Him and to hear your loved ones. May you have a good and godly day.